Hi, everybody.
A pile of logs. There is no way that MacGuffin will get through the winter with such a small amount. 3 should be enough. An upturned flower pot. There's a stone under it. That could be a firestone. Presumably the professor wanted to prevent the stone getting wet.
Okay.
An old watering can made out of metal.
Take it. Take all the things.
There's a stone in the undergrowth. There's something written on it, but that could be a little great. I can't remove the undergrowth with my bare...
Oh. Well, we'll get something. We'll get something for it.
The groundwater is only a few meters down in this region. The well rope is fastened to the windlass. The well rope is...
Okay, I'll have to use something to get it.
I'd say this is a pretty basic millstone. Grate the flour, then comes out. I'd say this is the flour.
Okay, so...
A large brick fireplace. The fire grate's on the outside, not inside the house. That's a bit unusual, but it does make sense if the professor doesn't wish to have an open fire inside. MacGuffin has... The warmth will spread... A swinging metal frame. You can hang pots or something of that sort onto it and then swing it. I should hang something from...
Okay, well,
That makes no sense if the water...
Okay, well, something to keep an eye on.
A daring structure. Strange. Someone's fitted a wooden shutter in front of the little window. Looks like the shutter can be opened. Strange. Looks like...
Use that crank handle and see what's coming up. A bucket, maybe?
That was suspiciously easy. The rope is broken and the bucket's probably at the bottom of the well where it's of no use to anyone. The rope is broken. Presumably the years spent so...
Okay, well... Center of the house.
A carpenter's cup. It looks old.
Uh...
Not really worth a close... Would appear to be a mirror frame. There are still a few broken shards of the old mirror around the edges. The mirror's turned so it reflects the fireplace. The mirror... Typical bachelor. Everything in a mess. I'm definitely not tidying up here. A wooden tub, about half full of water. Oh, great. This has the professor's washing floating around in it. A wooden tub, about... Oh.
Alright.
The back of the fireplace. When MacGuffin wanted to heat his food up, he just needed to put it into one of those little stoves.
Little stoves.
A small old-fashioned shield.
Take it.
A standard jelly glowfish. They're everywhere around here. This one here isn't glowing anymore. Jelly glowfish are really quite frugal animals.
Let me
they
get
need
that.
water and a little bit of food every now and then. I guess this one lacked the... Looks like a very ancient sarcophagus. Oh, strange. There are hinges on it, just like a door. Shame. Just a stinky mummy. What have we here?
What are you doing, Mortimer?
What the... Did you just speak? You speak?
Me? No.
Well, yes you do, quite...
What is obvious?
That you can and do speak.
But of course.
But you just said that you didn't.
Why are you being so strange, Mortimer?
I'm not Mortimer.
Where is Mortimer?
You mean MacGuffin, the gremlin archaeologist who lives here, yes?
What?
Mortimer.
Yes?
All of the
You're
camera
cool,
angles are
Walter.
designed to get
No,
her
of
butt
course
in
not.
frame.
I think we're finished with this.
I think you
The
are
one outside the
slowly
house,
losing your
this
marbles,
conversation.
Presumably the sarcophagus lacks oxygen. I think these are all the things that the professor uses on his digs. A brush, a little shovel, a sieve.
I'll take it.
I'll take the sieve. Books, books, and more books. The book that MacGuffin told me about is hidden in the cellar. A large handwritten book. It looks like it's been used a lot. It's the Gremlin's diary. Who would have ever thought that it would fall to someone like me, an old archaeologist, to stop this madness? And I didn't find the key to it on one of my expeditions. Oh no, he must mean the book that was hidden in the cellar. Then I wonder why I haven't heard anything from Archmage Alistair yet. I said that was the last entry. There are others before it. What's this at the beginning of this page? Today I have been examining the books that I brought back from the Grindle Mountain. Amongst them was a book about herbs and tinctures. An old herbalist was adamant that I would find a recipe to cure my cold feet in it. What a disappointment, though. Just superstitious nonsense about frog eyes and wool socks. I was just about to burn the book when I noticed that the volume contained other things. A disturbing tale of a tragic relationship between a magician and his pet sheep Boris. The travel log described how the explorer landed on an island in the West Seas. He created several very beautiful sketches of the temple ruins that can be found on that island. I will use these to entertain myself and translate the runes he drew. The next entry was made 2 days later. It's only barely legible. The gremlin appears to have been very excited. It must be the entrance. The wrath of the gods caused the temple to sink into the ocean, of course. Ye gods, my hands are still shaking, despite the fact that Beetle made me a calming herbal tea before he left. Good old Beetle. He has obviously got no clue how significant my discovery is. I have sent him to Master Alistair, the Archmage of the Humans. He is to hand him a sealed letter. Tomorrow, Master Alistair will arrive. I will not be able to sleep a wink. And next, there's the last entry that I read out before. There's nothing more there.
Okay.
Old parchment and yellowing papers. Adonisham Western, Quenya and Sindarin. And technical drawings in Kuzdul. A little wooden box. Doesn't look like an antique or anything particularly valuable. It's locked.
Ah.
A strange stone head. Perhaps a memento from one of the professor's expeditions. A stone casket placed in a wooden box. The box looks very cheap. The stone
Open it up.
What's likely to happen, eh? Sand. Is it me? Or has it just got much warmer in here? The chest is filled to the brim with fine sand. I haven't got a clue what else might be in there. I can hardly sift my way through the sand with my hand.
Well, you got something, don't you?
There is something in there, a little brass key.
Hey.
Let's see. There's a bit of paper in the box. The paper's densely covered with writing. Deus ex machina. The ghost in the machine is the heading. There's also a drawing of a stone figure. The ghost in the machine is wise to all the secrets of this house. That's what's written here. Blah, blah. Pour the fuel into the bowl at the foot of the machine to awaken the ghost. Fuel? Oh, here. Grind the beans and tip the powder into boiling water. Then pour the mixture into the bowl. We've already had that bit. You'll get the beans from the machine. Strange. A machine that's meant to be familiar with all the secrets of the house. Looks like the base for a statue. There's a 6-sided indentation on the base. Perhaps the mounting for a statue.
I don't have any such thing on me.
I wonder what sort of machine is being talked about here. The paper indicates some kind of stone figure. All the rest is absolutely of no use to me at all without the machine.
Let's talk to the sarcophagi again.
Must be that.
So good to see you, Mortimer. A very strange person was just here insisting that they were you.
That was me.
You, Mortimer?
That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Have you done something to your hair?
Are you seriously mistaking me for a meter-high, wrinkly, bald old gremlin?
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, Mortimer. Look at me. I've seen better days, too.
I am not Mortimer. Mortimer sent me. I'm looking for a secret cellar. Can you tell me how I can get into the cellar?
Into the cellar? Of course.
And where is the cellar?
What cellar do you mean?
What?
What? You have grown.
Yes, yes.
Let's talk again.
Well, that's just great.
Hello.
Yes, now listen. I have to find this secret cellar and I think you might be able to help me. So please pull yourself together.
Of course.
That's good. Now, I have a few questions for you. Did you have an accident in a bandage factory?
No, I'm a mummy.
Don't mummies have their brains pulled out via their noses during the mummification process?
I don't think so.
I do. Can you tell me where the secret door is and how to open it?
Oh, you are getting forgetful, Mortimer.
Yes, exactly. So help me out here.
What secret door?
This is gradually ceasing to be funny.
What?
That. The secret door to the cellar. How can I open it?
You always fiddle around with that thing there, that stone figure, and then the secret door opens and you disappear somewhere.
And exactly where does do I go then?
How should I know? I haven't left my sarcophagus for 4,000 years.
No wonder you're a little soft in the head.
You are not Mortimer.
I will say this one more time. I'm not Mortimer.
Of course not.
Mortimer has been kidnapped.
That's terrible. You'll have to hide.
Me? Why?
They want to kidnap you.
That's already happened. Mortimer, it's Mortimer.
But that's impossible. Who is talking to me at night then?
Mortimer is your friend, is he not? Did he, excavate you?
You could say that. I was lying in the dark for quite some time. Then the lid opened and Mortimer was there. I've been with him ever since.
Well, as things look right now, Mortimer's not going to be here to chat for some time.
We do not chat. We discuss. We deliberate. We debate. We chat.
Huh?
Why? Do you really want to go skiing?
I don't want to go skiing.
What is skiing?
No idea. I've had enough.
Bye.
This is the game's humor. Ha 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 ha.
What's that? A box with some kind of glass eye. It seems to be hanging directly in front of the gable window. I haven't got a clue what it's for. What's that? I haven't...
Oh, there's a exclamation point there too. Ah, dragon skull.
A dragon's skull. It could have been a horntail. The last of them are now working almost exclusively as beasts of burden. I can still remember a time when dragons were powerful. Once they were brought under control, they were used by the 100 on battlefields.
Okay. Actually, see if there's anything else in that box.
Wait. There is something else. There's a 6-sided flat stone hidden under the paper. It
Haha.
has something a bit like a knob on the top of it. Let's see. Fits perfectly. Ooh, this must be the ominous machine which is reputed to have a ghost living in it. The vessel at its base must be for fuel. The statue has small holes in its nose, and it appears that the mouth could be opened. Hello, you in there? Ghost, give me beans for your draft. Oh, mighty ghost in the machine. Let's look at it this way. If you don't give me the beans, then I won't be able to prepare your stupid draft. Why the wait? Oi, ghost, if you're really so familiar with everything in this house, then tell me, what do I do now? Hello? The vessel's a few centimetres deep and empty. There are some brown stains on the bottom. The vessel's a...
Yeah, so we need to make it coffee.
I'd say this is a pretty basic millstone. The flour, then... It works. The beans are being ground to powder. That's it. I should concentrate on getting some hot water organised before I put the powder in the watering can. That should hold. Let's give it a whirl. It worked. This means that I have a gremlin watering can full of water. The watering can with the cold well water is hanging on the metal arm. We'd be better to light the fire first, then the watering can isn't going to be in the way. What can I burn? I should put something flammable into the heart.
Unimaginably valuable documents.
They'll burn well. They're dry as bone.
She don't care.
The documents would catch light and burn away quickly. I need wood to...
Wow.
MacGuffin has a lot of flammable objects. The warmth will spread...
But I also have firewood.
Once they get going, they'll... I'll give it a go. What? Let's see.
All in the name of a good puzzle.
The water's boiling. A watering can full of hot... Very well. The water's... and it smells... That's the fuel for the machine sorted.
I also know what I need to do with the shield, but first let's do this.
And woe betide if this whole effort's in vain.
What?
Hello? You there, ghost. I have to find the secret cellar. Will you help me?
cool. There's one more thing to do here.
Not quite as good as a real mirror, but... Looking good. I can only see myself in a portion of the room and the improvised...
Ah. That's fine. We'll come back to that.
A clever mechanism. So this is the legendary secret cellar. The cellar continues on behind these bars. I can't see anything, but I bet that the book's in there somewhere. Guess even a secret cellar is in the end just a cellar, and all cellars have gardening tools. So
Take the shears then.
as long as I'm not expected to do the gardening.
Put in staff.
A staff approximately looks like something's missing there. This picture seems to indicate that a ruby belongs in there.
Take it.
The sad remains of extinct cultures. I can't discover...
Okay. Oh, okay, that's what they were talking
A
to.
small circular opening in the ground. It's decorated with an ancient script, just like the picture on the wall.
Yeah, that's what we put the staff into.
There are 3 carved figures by the bars. Each one of them has a different precious stone. This one here has a blue sapphire in its head. This bird has an eye made out of a blue...
Okay.
This figure looks a bit like a dog. This figure looks...
There's a figure here.
A small fat figure. She's holding a mirror above her head. A small...
Alright, let's go back up for a second.
I can only see myself. I don't believe it. Now I've ended up doing the gardening. It is indeed a gravestone. A little gravestone made of granite that's got Kinski inscribed on it. A little grave...
Well, was that the... Is that something that wait, there's also pumpkins?
A pumpkin patch. Not particularly well cared for. Presumably MacGuffin... The pumpkin should have been harvested... The window's open. The last rays of sun...
Okay.
The window's open.
Oh. So it looks like I should look inside the wooden box once more, huh?
Nothing else in there.
Ow. Alright, so now that's there.
The light beam is reflected by the light... I think I'd better take the staff.
Yeah.
Strong iron bar. I somehow have... No chance. The spider hasn't... The spider... A picture on a stone slab. A jewel is glinting in the headpiece of the staff. A picture... A jewel...
Now, let's see if there's anything else I can do with this staff, because it's the only item I have left.
A tatty-wonky scarecrow. Its clothing has been nibbled by mice. A scarecrow that doesn't even scare Cheep is... Do you have any idea which artifact could be so powerful that it could make someone into the ruler of the world? No, that's been lost to the depths of the ocean. No, that's been thrown back into the same fire that was used to forge it. No, I haven't got a clue. It must be something that no one bargained for. It'll be in the Gremlins book. Hey, Cheep, you'll never believe it. I found the secret door and I've been into the cellar. Hey, I could do with a bit more encouragement here, silly bird. Thank you. Yes, I'm sorry, you are... Good luck, little one.
Okay.
A little gravestone made of a little...
What am I missing here?
The shield a wooden tub. Oh.
I'm gonna talk to him.
Yoo-hoo!
I know you've never been down there, but there was a staff in the cellar, and there's a precious stone that belongs on the top of it, a ruby. Do you know where it is?
But of course, Mortimer. You asked me to hide it for you.
I must have forgotten about that.
Oh, what would you do without me?
Could you please just give it to me?
What?
The jewel. And before you ask, I mean the stone that you put somewhere safe. And please don't tell me that you've forgotten.
How could I forget that? You said it was very important that no one found the stone.
Oh, okay.
Why would I give a complete and utter stranger Mortimer's stone?
I've had enough of this nonsense. Give me the jewel.
Never. Threats will get you nowhere. I'm a karate master.
I'm a friend of Mortimer. He's sent me to fetch something out of the cellar.
I have never seen you here before, and I never forget a face.
Please, it's urgent.
I do not know whether I can trust you. I would only give a really good friend of Mortimer's the jewel.
That's me. I saved his life.
Really? If you are truly a good friend of Mortimer, then you will be able to give me the answer to the following question. What color is his underwear?
Red. He mostly wears red underwear.
That's right. Red silk underwear. But I'm still not quite satisfied. So, what is his cat's name?
His cat died some while ago. Her gravestone's outside. Her name was Kinski.
It was a tomcat. The poor thing was always so happy, playing with my bandages.
Yes, very sad, very sad.
You have only answered one of my questions.
2? You asked me about his underwear.
But why would his underwear be of any interest to me?
Oh, come on, don't change the subject.
No, not yet. I have one last question. What did Count Grunschfeld or Pieperbock say to his adjutant Henninger shortly before the Battle of Budleberg?
Huh?
Wrong.
No, I just don't understand what you're talking about.
I am a trifle unsure about this, too. It is a bit like a coded question.
And do you know the answer?
Of course. Mortimer told me.
And you haven't forgotten it?
No. So, What is the answer?
$234, of course.
Oh? What?
234. I know all about that. Mortimer told me many times.
234 what?
How can anyone who is a good friend of Mortimer not know that?
But how? What?
234. Mortimer never told you that?
Well, yes. 234?
So it turns out that you aren't such a good friend after all, then.
Oh. Oh, that!
Yes, exactly.
With that thingy.
Precisely. I see that you are a good friend of old Mortimer's after all.
Of course.
Splendid. Now that you've proven that, can you give me the jewel?
At last.
Whoa!
Many thanks.
You're welcome.
We still have an issue of this mirror.
Fits perfectly. There are strange marks on the figure's pedestal. Looks like the figure may have been turned. I've got to try and turn it back to its original position.
There you go.
Excellent. The path is clear. This must be the secret book. Oh, it's been written by hand and there are several pictures. There are a few words written in orange ink. That doesn't exist, does it? The artifact of divine faith. This is serious. I should get this book to the Archmage as quick as I can. As long as I don't bump into the sorcerer or his troll, I should manage to make Seastone by midday tomorrow. Shouldn't be a problem. Uh-oh.
Was that supposed to be an Indiana Jones joke? That was a yawn. That wasn't just a groan. On the next episode, we'll be playing Chapter 2, which is titled In the Town. Do you see how it's 10% loaded? Well, the rest will be loaded by the time you get back.